How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Battlefield 4 presentation here at E3 2013. Corey Dunn, who is really, really energetic right now for the last day of E3.
Is that shocking to you?
It is, because you're like the most mellow dude ever, and then I'm the energetic guy. That's what people hire me for, and then you're the excited one. So it's like we just switch roles. It's not fair. I should just talk like you. Well, guys, welcome back to E3 2013. I'm Corey Dunn, joined by Alex. Right? That's what you do.
That's exactly what I sounded like.
It sounded good.
Did that confuse people at home? Those who've been watching the past 3 days? I think so. It almost looked like. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go with that.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say like a ventriloquist, but that would have been weird.
That would have been very weird. Well, guys, we're you can see all the players. That is right now. They're getting to the action. So you know what? I think we shouldn't delay anymore. Just let people see what they want to see, which is some Battlefield 4. Just go ahead and hop into the action here. And right now we're looking at the tabletop perspective. The game is just started, so you know all the troops are going to be rounding up. But look here, we have a tank battle already. Let's actually go ahead into that tank battle and see what's up here.
One of the tanks already got taken out. That was close times. But this is another good little angle that we had. For those of you that haven't had the chance to be able, you're just now tuning in. Well, welcome. We've been doing this for a couple days now.
That's right.
But there's so much you've missed, and I definitely recommend checking out a lot of the videos and everything. As again, one of the things that shows right here is how quick you can move through. There's different types of speeds that you can utilize with the free cam, so you can go very slow and cinematic, or you can sit there and just fly by things and get to where you want to.
That's right. And
let's go over to B real quick. Oh, go quick.
You guys have been sending me some stuff on Reddit as well. People have been asking to see more helicopter gameplay. We will be sure to bring up helicopter gameplay in a little bit. Do not fret. If someone's in a helicopter, we will be sure to find it. So find it and have some fun with it.
All right, so helicopter action. So we'll continuously look for helicopters right now, specifically, you know, some different other things that we're going to see. So, you know, we get to see some really great gameplay throughout the past 3 days. Again, this is very pre-alpha stages. So for Battlefield 4, I mean, the fact is that DICE worked extremely hard to be able to put everything together, and we have a product right here in front of you. That's insane.
That is. It really is crazy. I mean, it just speaks volumes to how hard they work to bring this presentation to everyone, because this is something that, you know, when they asked me to come on board and you know, cast this, I was like, oh, you know, that's cool, but how are they going to do it? I'm kind of confused. And then they were like, oh no, they're gonna have something there that you could use. And I was like, no way, that's so sick. And I was so excited to do this event. And then I find out there's spectator mode, and I'm like, holy wow, that's just insane. I was like, say what? You know, like, it was crazy.
By golly, George.
By golly, that's just.
Fine and dandy as sweet as candy.
My golly, George. That is just too much, man.
Gee Willikers, Batman. All right, never mind.
Yeah, dude, like, I was just like so shocked by it, man, that I'm really happy just to see like the support. And even when he spoke with Daniel Matros, you know, Zinto on Twitter about the esports stuff in Battlefield, you were like really happy that, you know, he was mentioning, you know, ESL, DreamHack, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, no, it's such a great thing to hear. I mean, that means that DICE not only is, we've said this time and time again, that they're listening, but also that they are a part of the scene. That they're actually, you know, involved, so they know what things to ask. They know what, you know, parts to be available for. The fact is that they're offering all of these different utilities so we can stream all of these different types of games.
That's right. And so let's see here. I was actually looking at the Reddit thread, and that was thrown up there. A couple people were talking about stuff like multi-kills as well as a limited repair tool. I don't know. I don't know much about the limited repair tool. I don't know what that is very
well
much.
So in the previous versions, and I would make the assumption it works the exact same. You can't just run around holding down the repair tool for long durations of time, and so over a point there has to be a stopping point, you know, because it's in a tank. Like an actual tank that you can sit there and use for the repair tool, and so it has to have some type of limitation at that point.
Yeah.
So that's what this is in reference to.
More than likely, and of course, looking through here as well, they did point out the controllable shutter gates that you actually had talked about earlier.
I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I actually used them over in arcade as well, so that's over towards the D flag. So both B and D have the shutter gates here on Siege of Shanghai. And so it's also another little beneficial Levolution element.
Yeah, the thread also picked out that the that squad specializations as well as the gadget customization, those were more pickups as well. That everyone is. I mean, really, you guys have been on point with your coverage here, doing a better job than we are, and we're the ones talking about it, man.
Well, hey, basically we're working as a squad. Both you as a community and ourselves, we're working together to form a great forum of knowledge for Battlefield 4. I mean, we've provided trying to be the spoken word here for Battlefield 4 and what's been happening. We've seen, oh my goodness, flying right over the top. Only in Battlefield can you dodge a Jeep flying over the top. That was just an epic moment as he stays alive and he decides, well, that's probably not a good place for me to be. So he hides down there inside of Metro. Of course, he's going to try to be able to worry about his 6 at this point. Score right now, 735, 587. Still within contention. He spots one right there. He's got he's able to pick up that one as he dropped down from below.
Yeah, and you know, continuing again to as Corey is talking about the action. Ooh, RFB there. I would have liked to have seen that one, but oh, the thumper. This is going to be really fun. So I love watching grenade launch here. It just sounds so funny.
That's cool.
Yeah,
just seeing that sign, just ooh.
People are actually talking about the sound effects in the game, and you know what? I have to say, sound effects in this one are quite astounding. Really spot on.
The Frostbite 3 engine, they've definitely taken complete advantage of every aspect of it, whether that's visually, whether that's game mechanics. Again, David Matros sit there and mentioned about that Frostbite 3 gives the capability to do a lot of things with the spectator mode.
Yeah, there is just a lot of flexibility, excuse me, with that. And oh, getting that treehouse there, man. I want to see
the treehouse.
Yeah, right. Getting that one. I want to see that action.
Alex, from now on, I'm calling those treehouses.
They're treehouses. I mean, they're not trees, you know, specifically, but you know.
No, they're treehouses from here on out.
Everyone just call them treehouses. That's it. I hope
I'm ragging on you, but I really like the idea of just calling them treehouses from here on out.
I hope that it becomes a standard. I really like. You remember that one guy said it was treehouses on the commentary? That's
Golden Boy FTW.
Look here, Alpha Commander right now, 10-0, tearing it apart, showing how effective the Commander can be. But you know, we have the Bravo side looking pretty solid. But let's go ahead and stick with. You want to go to Bravo? Let's go to Bravo. I think Bravo would certainly be a good idea to catch here. We're gonna hop on board with my boy Bravo 19, and he's my boy just right now. Like, you know, this could change down the line. You know,
right.
It's pre-alpha friendship.
It's pre-alpha.
Pre-alpha friendship. That is what this is.
This is pre-Bravo friendship now?
Exactly.
Oh, look at that.
Look at it's like, you know, I don't want to go over it. I want to be that guy that goes under. I don't know why.
That is awesome.
That was so funny. All right, destroy the treehouse, guys.
The fact is, he could have easily just hurdled over it.
Yeah.
But he decides, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to crawl.
Yeah, he's like, I wonder if this works. Ah, it works. That's awesome. Oh, man. That really was cool. Yeah, and so it was such a simple thing, too, that kind of just like caught us off guard as well, which I think is pretty funny. Because, you know, you expected him to go over. Everyone hits A. No one thinks about crouching.
You mean space bar, but it's okay.
It's like a tutorial. You know, it's like a tutorial level or space bar. You're right. I assume that everyone's playing on console. You know,
I assume and know that everybody's.
Hey, I'm looking behind me. Guys playing with an Xbox controller. Get off me, son.
Well,
that is what's up. Controllers.
Well,
for
the guy
win.
To your left, 2 feet behind that guy, is another guy that's
and
probably playing with keyboard and mouse right now.
And then behind that guy, next to that dude, 2 players to the left side.
Right, there's 64 of them out here. So I would say that there's probably someone in the mix that's actually utilizing.
There's someone that is just playing with his mind right now. It's 4 persons to the left and on the right. No.
Currently not available in Battlefield 4 to play with you.
Oh man. Well, so yeah, Bravo action here on your screen. In case you guys are wondering, by the way, Bravo players are going to be shooting.
That's a good idea.
Players with blue
that takes on
over
fire.
their head.
That vehicle's on fire. Might as well hop in it.
Yeah.
It's got 10%. Let's drive. Let's do this.
This guy's reckless. He's gonna just ram it right into someone. That is the plan here.
Oh, I would have laughed if you just drove right into the pillar.
It's just like it was to the point where like if a feather would have landed on it, it would have exploded.
He's thinking this vehicle has 100%. Probably should hop out.
This is a better option. It's like, you know what? I want to be reckless. Take my chances with the other one.
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, right now he's playing on the Bravo side or the Chinese team, so he's going to be trying to shoot at the blue icons at this point.
And you can actually see
this is not an amphibious vehicle, so please don't go towards the water.
You know what, though? One day, I just want Battlefield like DICE to do this. You drive in a vehicle, and it turns and you go shoot.
Oh, you want to see it to like absolutely transform?
Yeah, like like the duck shuttles in Philadelphia and
you
stuff
want
like
some
that.
Top Gear moments
Yeah.
where all of a sudden that you've got the guys over there. You've got some like mobile home that actually just goes right into the water.
The coolest thing. The coolest thing. Well,
there has been vehicles that are like that, though.
I'm sure there have been, but yeah. So taking a look here, let's actually bring up the tabletop perspective and see what's going on as that guy's trying to figure out the controls.
That guy's sponsored. He has like branding and everything. Is how great of a driver that guy is.
Yeah. So we look here, tank gameplay, but I'm actually more into Alpha 09 here. Oh, never mind. Alpha 09 is gone. So let's actually see what's up. Oh, look at this here. It's
late though.
Yeah, it's going to take it out.
It's going for the boat.
It's going for the boat.
It's going for the boat.
Take him out. Take him out, boat.
Let's take a look.
He has no idea that it's coming down.
right back in there. Is it going to have any type of impact?
No, it went right into the water.
Oh, he was backing up just enough.
Man, that's unfortunate.
So right now I'm looking at it. I can't tell for a fact of whether that was two UAV scans on the same location or if that was a UAV and a counter by the other commander using an EMP, which would disable that UAV. So right now we're on board here with Alpha 17 from the U.S. side up on top of the gunship. Let's go ahead and hop into his perspective here in first person.
That's right.
And we can kind of take a look. Again, right now the skyscraper hasn't been taken out, which means we have pure visibility at this point. Even shadows on the water that you can see where the gunship is.
Yeah, you can see how effective it is.
Just like in other versions, and in the previous version there on Battlefield 3, you can shoot down the gunship. If you were wondering, if not, whether or not you could, you can.
Can you lock onto it with a rocket?
You can lock onto it.
Oh, really?
And that was the first thing whenever I hopped on today, I was wanting to check. I was wondering how effective, the gunship really is whenever you're in control. Then you should have the ability to take it down, and you can.
Nice. So, that it goes out there for you guys. You're like, that's Ember. So there you go. That is
can take it down. Now it does have flares. It can dodge. And they are pretty effective. Very similar to Battlefield 3 as well.
Okay.
In terms of the gunship. So again, just relate to what your knowledge is for Battlefield 3. If you've never played Battlefield 3, then there you go. You've got a little bit more of an insight to the game that you're about to buy soon on Amazon, pre-ordering right now.
Yes, you should definitely go to Amazon and pre-order. And of course, a big shout out to the people who are watching from Amazon.com as well, because that is certainly a first for me. I actually told a friend of mine, I was like, yeah, man, we're live on Amazon. He's like, Amazon, they do that now? And I was like, yep, they do it, and we are on it.
With a smile from A to Z.
Exactly. So really, really cool stuff. And there goes the skyscraper and the thing there. But, Alpha Commander actually is lost his title.
So you said the skyscraper's falling right now?
It looks like it.
Let's
I'm
take a
not
look.
Too sure.
Let's trying to find out where it's at.
Cameraman going to find out where it is. There you go. That's my music right there. That's how I sing.
All right, so like that pillar's good.
That guy fell down.
Look at it right now. It doesn't look. We're completely okay.
Yeah,
and,
we're all right.
All three pillars right there.
I may have saw the smoke from the top of a building and just assumed. I just assumed, but I'm sure that it is going to happen eventually. At this. Look at this angle here.
Is this the beginning of a movie?
Yeah, right. Dun 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 dun. Right. You just play the music in the background and just have a good time with it. So
it's like Miami Vice.
Also, by the way, guys, just so you are all aware, you should definitely be sticking around and tweeting it out there and letting people know what's going on. Carl Magnus is going to be coming on in a little bit.
Such a great interview.
That's right, to talk about Battlefield 4. So Corey, you're going to be taking that one.
I'll take it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, we just just organize that one right now between me and him.
Live on the stream.
Live on stream. That's how, because we
So
love you
that's
guys.
how it's done?
So, yeah, it's like they don't like do rock, paper, scissors. No, we just ask each other. So yeah,
No, we don't ask. You command it.
yeah, just assume. So yeah, but that is going to be coming up a little bit later, and you guys should definitely check that out. You know, it really made me happy when I actually read an interview. I believe it was with GameSpot, who had covered this interview, and they had said it was something from Carl Magnus Troten, who was talking about how they want to get into the competitive side of things with you know, Battlefield and just in general, just EA as a whole. And you know, you can certainly see that, you know, here with that support of spectator mode, and even, you know, with the way that Zinto was just talking about you know, ESL and DreamHack and, you know, MLGs and all those groups. It really is cool to see just that level of understanding of the scene from their end.
Yeah, so now there is a lot of, and I'll state this, there's a lot of developers, there's a lot of publishers that really want to get into esports, into competitive gaming. But there are very few that really listen to how it's supposed to be done, and the right way to do things. And I think that's one of the kind of the differences that you're going to see. I mean, they are definitely listening to every single aspect. The fact is, too, one of the things that I thought was very impressive listening to Daniel Matros is that he mentioned the perfect thing on the terms of why the Spectator was created in the first place. So talking in general for all games, the reason why Spectator was created was for league play, for admins, for referees, for those that don't know, for judges, to be able to spectate the game to see whether or not a team is cheating or not. That was the first real reason why spectating was involved. And that was mentioned by Daniel Matros from DICE.
Wow.
And so that, again, it's just that understanding of esports or of competitive gaming, and that right there is impressive.
That certainly is. I'm actually kind of surprised about that one as well. And now you can see the skyscrapers coming down.
Can we take a look at the overview right now, the tabletop? I know I want to see something how this changes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump over to the tabletop real quick as we see this.
See right now, and you see how it changed.
Yeah.
And so the overview map is something we hadn't had the chance to see. We've gotten some beautiful views of the skyscraper falling. But here we saw how the actual map overview changes as well. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. You can actually see how far the like the difference between, you know, like how far they're going to be poking out into the water. So that was pretty cool, a little peninsula there that was formed. So I like that. That was actually, I'm glad you did that, Corey, because I was curious about that myself. Probably would have been kicking myself if I didn't ask for that as well.
The camera guy has been great all weekend. Both of our camera crew, in-game camera crew has been great. All of our production crew has been great as well. Shout out to everyone. We're not wrapping things up. I know it sounds like it, but these guys have been working so incredibly hard to make things possible.
Yep, and of course, you know, we have been bringing you guys this action all week long. It has been crazy. I mean, it started with the EA press conference on Monday.
That was insane. I'm still in shock by the stuff we saw.
It was really cool. It was really cool. And then, you know, that ended, and they, you know, kind of took the floor while everyone was talking about the next gen consoles. You know, I asked people on my Twitter, I was like, guys, you know, what conference did you enjoy the most? I got a lot of people saying EA, surprisingly enough. You know, everyone had automatically assumed that I was talking about, you know, the next gen console conferences. And then out of nowhere, I just saw like 5 or 6 people who say like, no, EA was awesome. And then it just kept on going from there. So, you know, all that stuff is really just a testament to how amazing EA has been doing. Yes, he got him. Do it again.
Yes, able to take down one right there. Rips away the dog tags.
That would have been cool. I like that concept of it, by the way, the dog tag ripping. That is, you know, I know it's something that was in all the other Battlefields, but it's still like
a great concept.
Yeah, it's still super cool.
Here comes the overkill. Wait for it.
Nope.
Oh, he backpedaled enough.
He did. He's
coming around with that red dot laser.
See if he can get him.
Finally trying to find his way. Must be on a controller.
You know what, sir? I don't appreciate it. Well, okay, so in all honesty, though. No, you are right, though. This is on PC, so we are playing this on PC. There are controllers connected so people can get a feel for it. but you know,
it's not cross-platform though.
Exactly, it's not cross-platform, and the people who are playing on controller, you know, they're obviously there are things such as auto aim and you know magnetism and stuff like that, and that's not present in this version because it is on PC. Right. So you know that probably ended up happening there. But I actually was watching a friend of mine earlier was playing on controller and he was tearing it apart. And I thought, man, like he's on controller. He's like, I just really like it when there's no auto aim. So I don't know, maybe it's something that can happen down the line. That'd be really cool. You know, when you know how to use the controller, you know how to use the controller.
Right.
I mean, that's just,
I definitely don't.
That's
why I
right
pick on it all the time.
You know. But no, but seriously though, so many players have been coming through and enjoying it and playing it. Some top gamers that we've, you know, we interviewed Yaz earlier. Swoozy was here playing as well. Had some players, some competitive players that I know as well. Guys like, you know, Crim6 and all those, Pac-Man and those bunch of dudes, and that certainly was really cool. So, you know, there's just a lot of people have been telling me, you know, what are their thoughts on the game, and these are all people who play like closed form first-person shooters, and they're like, man, I love this. You know, like I always feel like I'm in the action. So it certainly is really cool. And look at this here with this red dot on the secondary. Effective. Yeah. Oh, but he gets taken out.
Yeah. So you had mentioned Yaz or Clown. He. Honestly, we had him on here for just a moment, kind of got a brief interview with him for a couple minutes, just to kind of get his outlook of what he thought of the game, just the general gameplay. He, of course, comes from other games. But one of the things, though, after we got done talking, he's like, no, Corey, it's really, really awesome. I have actually already pre-ordered it off of Amazon.
That's right.
In all seriousness.
Yeah, no, and I mean, well, honestly, so like, I know this sounds like funny, but like, you know, like whenever I do buy my games, I actually do. Either I go to a retailer, like an independent retailer, or I do order it on Amazon, surprisingly enough, because, you know, you get that same day shipping. So, you know, I like that.
On your doorstep on the day of the release?
Definitely not an endorsement. I just really, really like that service. But yeah, so, you know, looking here, right now it is 177 to 448. The U.S. are dominating at this point in time. CN forces are losing tickets little by little. And for the people who may not have watched, you know, before and are a little confused as to the game mode that we're looking at here, Corey, why don't you tell people a bit about it?
Say it one more time for me.
The game mode that we're looking at right now.
So we're playing currently Conquest. I'm sorry, I was staring off in the distance. There's been so much. One of the things that people don't realize is that the EA booth is right there in the front, the first entry point of E3 in the South Hall. And we're also in the front of the EA booth. So we're like right here. Hey, that's pretty good. 3 days. We're almost at the end of day 3, and my ADD is not kicked in until just now. But to answer your question about game mode, you know, so right now we're playing Conquest. And it's really, you know, it's not an impressive, it's not a huge map, and it does fit 64 players perfectly. Yeah. There's been questions in the past about some of the old maps that it takes too long to get into the action in some of these larger maps. In this map, I really think you get into the action quickly, but I also don't feel like you're overcrowded. You're getting shot from so many different angles because you're in a 64-man server. Yeah. So I think both of those elements are pretty well done. Here in this Conquest game type for Siege of Shanghai. Now, we have not confirmed all of the game types.
That's right.
And I know I'd seen a statement that said one of the game modes was going to be Amphibious Assault. Well, the Amphibious Assault is in reference to the actual vehicle.
That's right.
It's not in reference to a game mode. It's in reference to the boat itself that's out in the water.
Yeah, that's right. So we did see that on Reddit the other day. And, you know, it's good to just clarify that, too, because, you know, people may not understand exactly what's going on. So without a doubt. But you know what, though? We have this Type 99 on screen. Let's see what this guy, Alpha 04, can do on the tank side, as he is potentially going to find some people now. There's actually going to be a helicopter near him and one player, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much with this. Oh, he might be able to take out, well, he's Alpha, but he does find like maybe 1 or 2 people near him. So, yes, so basically
Let's hop on with that helicopter over there. Same squad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I thought we were looking at Bravo. I apologize.
Yeah, so he's good. This player on the Alpha team for the U.S. side will be shooting at the orange right now. Pretty, they're standard for Battlefield.
That's right.
Let's go ahead and hop into the the tabletop. Sorry. And let's see if we can find some helicopters that we can watch here. There's a transport helicopter that looks like it might actually get bombed here by the Chinese side. That helicopter is in a really poor spot, and it does get taken down.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that all happened over there towards the E side.
Wow.
And there's 2 helicopters.
And I'm pretty shocked that they're holding down
spawned
E.
in on.
I'm pretty shocked that they're holding down E the way that they are.
Another one coming in, same exact position.
Here comes the Tomahawk. It's going to cause a lot of problems here, especially for these players. Only going to be 1 soldier, though, for the CN forces pushing in on E. And I think they might be able to pick off maybe 1 or 2 players at Tomahawk.
Oh,
only
got
one.
him.
Only one that was picked off with the Tomahawk. So that's going to be no one at E. So this one player has the opportunity to do something big here and capture E for his teammates.
Over by B right now, we have a helicopter there on the U.S. side.
Actually, no, that cluster over there is insane. Go to the helicopter like you had said before. But
there we go.
Look at this here. He is going to find so many players
if
on
he
this
decides to go that way.
Oh,
There's
man.
so much action that could happen over there towards the other side. As right now he's probably going to clip. Oh, trying to stay alive, and he doesn't. No, we went to 3rd person trying to be able to help us out here, and he does finally get taken out.
Yeah, that's the end of his run. People want to see more helicopter gameplay. Unfortunately,
helicopter. We're at the limit of our pilots.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. We'll try to hop into this one now.
Ooh,
that Tomahawk
is going to cause a lot of problems that was coming in there.
There was a lot of requests. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 3rd-person view of this this helicopter. It's the Z10.
I'm into it. Sorry.
No, we're just right here. So it was the Z10 on the Chinese side. It flies very similar to the same as the Viper as an attack helicopter.
It's the Viper.
Let me make sure that was an attack helicopter, because it was.
It wasn't an attack helicopter. It certainly was a Viper.
3 days of casting.
Yeah, no, we've been here, man, and we hope that you guys are enjoying it at the very least. You know, obviously it has been
working on my tan too.
Yeah,
doesn't look like it.
No tan at all. You know, none whatsoever. Anyway. I'm just messing with you,
all right,
buddy.
guys, so it's been fun here.
Me.
Alex Mendez will have to step away here at some point.
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, we are going to be right back with some more Battlefield 4 live at E3 2013. Obviously, gameplay all the time. We're going to have one interview with Carl Magnus Trotzen coming in a little bit. Yeah, it is going to be awesome talking about everything in regards to Battlefield. So if you got any questions, please feel free to throw them on Reddit, send them to Corey or myself, or you can use the hashtag BF4 on Twitter, and we could find some good ones and, you know, ask Carl perhaps, you know, some fun ones, right?
Some fun questions.
So anyway, so we are going to see you in a little bit. Do not go anywhere after this brief break. We're going to be back with some more Battlefield live from E3 2013 from Los Angeles, California at the LA Convention Center. We'll see you on the other side.